All right, so Denise Devine, is the extra money for the Plus worth the upgrade besides the radar?
So the radar's the big one. The other thing is the screen. Have you seen the TFT display on the normal Tracer 9?
No, I have not.
Let me send it to you because you've got to see this. If anyone listening has already seen this, they will know what I'm about to deliver to Tim's inbox there.
Oh! Yeah, it's not a confident noise, is it? It's not happy. There was a whole experience there. I went through a rainbow of emotions. Shock, surprise, disgust.
So for anyone who, we got to remember that a lot of people don't watch this on YouTube. True. They're listening in. So it's like... it
looks like Batman's goggles. Yeah, it's glasses. It's
two TFT displays. Yeah. And I think... a lot of people have likened it to Squidward from SpongeBob SquarePants, which is actually pretty accurate. Or the old man from Up with his big square glasses.
Yes. Yeah, I think that's what it is. There you go. Yeah. For anyone who doesn't, you don't even need the visuals, just picture that. And then imagine like he's got like a heads up display with his speed, what's going on there? Oh, just regular stuff like temperature and stuff, yeah.
Oh, trips. And
cool.
Yeah.
Nice. It's got eyebrows on it as well. Do you know what else it looks like? It looks like Johnny Five.
I was going to say, I think I should have said that to someone the other day. And they just looked at me blank. And I was like, surely people know. It does kind of look like that.
Yeah, it's Johnny Five. 100%.
Yeah. Anyway, it is a little bit of an odd looking dash, and it's something that probably hasn't been reviewed that well. So not only do you get the adaptive cruise radar on the Plus model, but they've also given it a big, normal, rectangular, traditional dash. Traditional TFT, let's say, it's just a normal slab shape. That opens up a few connectivity bits and bobs. I think there might be extra rider aids and stuff.
Cool.
I think the adaptive cruise is the big one. Those two things are the big ones for me. And there's different paint jobs and all that, like some minor differences, but really, if you hate the dash and you've got them on the other one and you've got the money to get this one, then perhaps that's worth it.
What we're talking in terms of difference in money? Sorry to cut in, but
no, that's a fair question, and it is substantial. So let me just get it back up. I did include this in a video earlier, but I want to get the numbers exactly right. So the standard Tracer 9 is £11,010. Those 10 are important. They always price them like that. Yamaha, I think it's some kind of like calculation of sales tax, but their prices are never, $12,999. They're always something in £10.
Knock off the tenner.
Yeah, no, that's eating into their margin. So standard Tracer 9, £11,010.
Yeah.
The GT, which gets panniers, a bigger screen, and I think like a comfort seat and a few bits like that, is £13,110. So you've jumped up $2,000 and $2,100 for the luggage and some comfort features. There's probably some other stuff as well. And then the Plus with the radar and the bigger TFT display as well, that's $14,910. So you're going from, it's $2,000 steps basically, 11 and then about 13 and then about 15. $4,000 is a big difference.
That is a big difference. I mean, that is probably a little steeper than I was expecting. Because radar I know is it's pricey. It's a pretty hefty amount of tech to add to it, especially considering that it controls, like you say, your braking and your suspension as well.
You've really got to look at this bike and think, do I just want a MT-09 that's comfortable with a screen and an upright riding position? In which case, just get the regular Tracer 9 and save yourself a lot of money. But if you're looking for a touring bike, you can justify it for the GT. And if you're looking for a touring bike with tech and you're someone who likes to use that stuff, then you go for the Plus. But you've really got to be sure that you're going to use them. It's a bike that I'd probably recommend going and, really having to think about what sort of riding you do. Yeah. But also maybe demoing and seeing how that feels. Now, the 1290 Super Adventure S from KTM used to be the most affordable bike that came with adaptive cruise control, because when they launched it a year or two back, it was down at less than 15 grand and came with the radar as standard. Now it's up at 16,599. So, prices always creep up at the moment, and manufacturers do tend to launch them a bit cheaper. So whereas the KTM used to be the most affordable bike with adaptive cruise, it's now the Tracer 9 GT Plus, I think. So you could look at it from the other perspective and be like, if you're someone who does a certain style of riding and actually that techie feature is the most important thing to you, then it does now represent the most affordable way to get that. And the rest of the bike's really good. So
of course,
maybe it depends how you look at it, basically. It's either expensive versus the Tracer 9, or it's quite the most affordable way to get that tech.
Yeah, agreed. I mean, it also shows what that adds to a price if it is still the cheapest one, right? That it's still in line with it, and that, I guess Radar just does cost like $4,000.
Basically,
bonus on,